Ellen DeGeneres thought she was making a joke, but her words, sharp, personal, and demeaning, cut too deep.
Maybe if you stopped hiding behind that little cross of yours, people would take you seriously,
She said, challenging Caroline Leavitt's faith. The room went still, stunned by the audacity of the comment. Even the producers seemed taken aback. Caroline, in contrast, remained composed. Her hand rested gently on her cross, but she didn't touch it. She simply let it be seen. Then, with quiet dignity, she stood. "This is what the elite really think of people like me," she said, her voice calm, but her words were loaded with power. She turned to face the audience. "You mock what I wear. You mock what I believe. And then you pretend you're about kindness." The silence that followed was deafening. Ellen, visibly shaken, attempted to lighten the mood, but Caroline wasn't finished. With unwavering certainty, she delivered the line that would reverberate through the nation. "You just told the world who you really are." The room held its breath. Social media exploded. Clips from the interview spread across the internet, amassing millions of views in minutes. Caroline wasn't just a guest on Ellen's show anymore. She was the story, and America was listening. Ellen's team went into crisis mode, but it was too late. The damage had been done. Caroline didn't shout. She didn't storm off. She simply stood firm, her presence speaking louder than any words. The next week, she appeared on multiple news outlets, holding her ground with poise and strength. She wasn't just defending herself, she was defending millions of Americans whose beliefs were mocked and dismissed. A week after the interview, Caroline stood before thousands at the National Value Summit. The crowd rose to their feet, chanting her name. She had become more than just a political figure, she had become a movement. And Ellen, her apology came too late, it couldn't undo the damage. Caroline had reshaped the conversation and become the voice of millions who refused to stay silent. This wasn't just a viral moment, it was a cultural shift, and it's just the beginning.